have sewn myself my own Birkin bag. Yes, look, I did this. Dun, dun, dun. Peacock blue because it's the best color. Complementary thread detail. Chrome accents. Strappy strap. Handles. I'm good to go. It even has a lock so nobody can get in on my Birkin bag. And it absolutely blows my mind that I did this. Never in my wildest would I have ever thought that I would have been able to sew something like this. By hand. Mind you. I often see the videos of those folks that focus on leather work and it's just so amazing and entrancing. And I tell myself I can't get into it because I cannot afford space and money to start a brand new hobby of leather work. And then Babylon Leather walked into my life. Not literally, but on the interweb. And they asked me if I wanted to test out one of their bags. I was blown away by the variety. But I thought of all bags to get the interweb's attention was a Birkin, because I know that these are hella expensive. And I had no idea how expensive these were until I looked at them. Really? I would never be able to ever spend that amount of money on a purse. But now I can if I just sew it on my own. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own Birkin bag with one of Babylon Leather's kits. But before we get into the content, if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Matthew of Mixed Domestic. This is an inclusive sewing and crafting space, so if that's your vibe and you're digging all of this, then make sure to subscribe and hit that bell to get notified anytime a new video of mine comes out. First, I'm just going to show you the bag because I'm really proud of it. And then second, I'm going to show you what Babylon Leather has to offer as far as kits, pricing, etc. And then I'm going to show you some of my tips and tricks that I learned along the way of creating this leather masterpiece, because I am so excited to create my next one, knowing how easy this actually was. So I had never really looked at a Birkin bag that closely. I'm not a bag person in general, and they always seemed like out of touch for me. Like, bottom line, I'm just not gonna spend a bunch of money on a bag. Now that I've made one all by myself, let's take a look at it. So this right here, did you know? This is like a little key thing. So it's like you hide your key and then you can take this with you and lock your bag so no one can get in there. Let me show you. Ta-da! And then hide it so no one knows what it is. Let's open it up. Ta-da! And then it like cinches on the side. Y'all probably know this, all about this kind of bag. And then look at the inside, lots of space. I'm thinking, I mean, I know it's silly, but like a yarn bag, it looks super cute. And then there's like a pocket where you can put like hooks. I mean, or I can use it functionally for when I go out and like put my money and stuff in there. But it's pretty spacious. Then you can get the accents either silver or gold. I prefer silver. Look at that. Like, legit, this is a Birkin bag. This is the details on the bag, the handles, the grommets. Ta-da! And then to close it, you cinch it a little bit. Boom, boom, shake the round. Put the top. This goes over here. Like, it's kind of an ingenious design. This goes over here. And ta-da! And then I'll put the lock back on so no one will know my secrets. So whether you like this style or would be interested in other styles, there's a lot of awesome choices to search from. I really had difficulty on picking the bag that I wanted. But I want to show you more about the website and the options and how to get your own kit and what's available for you. If you have leather or vegan leather on your own, they actually have patterns and templates that you can pick from and buy that so you can just have it and make as many as you want to. They also sell the hardware for some of these bags separately, so you can get that too. And these are all of the bags that you can pick from. They have different sizes and kits, and it ranges in price, so This, I think, would be a really good gift for either yourself or someone else. It's that time of year. As I said, my daughter, she made this part of it because it was all I had left when she asked about it. And she wants a kit on her own, and she's only 11. And I'm really excited. So now everyone can own their own Birkin bag or bag of your choice. So these are the big pieces of the bag just to look out for. These are the sides. This is the base. This appears to be the front and the back, like so. And then this appears to be an insert that we're gonna fold over and sew. I love that all of the holes are already punched. The hard things like the handles to sew are sewn for me. So essentially I'm putting the finishing touches on this bag and it's gonna be mine. There's a QR code for me to scan to watch the tutorial, which I'm just gonna sit down and do that for a bit to get started. I believe this is the beginning of the tutorial, and I will need the thread, 2 needles, and then a clip. It takes 4 times the length here of thread. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Snip, snip. And the way the tutorial suggests threading the needle, you're going to put a needle on both sides of the thread, is to put this through like that. And then to take the needle and go through the middle of the thread. I guess because it's wax, like it's going to stay. And then it stays. Do the other side. And then here, as it shows, you're gonna do these 4 without the overlap. And on the 5th one is where this corner goes in. And so first thing is take the needle bottom up. That's 1 needle. Take the other needle and bottom up it. And then make sure that these 2 lengths are the same. And then with this top needle, you're gonna go front to back. Boop, boop. And then back up into that 3rd hole. Back to front with that same thread. And now with the thread coming out of the 2nd hole, I'm gonna go front to back through that 3rd one. Come back up the 4th hole from the back to the front. Boom, boom, shake the room. Then front to back. And then this is where it goes through that 5th hole and then that top corner hole. Boom. And then this one. With this side done, now I'm going to stitch across here and then go up and then back down. Gotten all the way down, and now take the 2 threads, and the longer one is the one that's going to go up. This one just happens to be the shorter thread, but I'm going to insert it here. And then insert it in that 5th hole. Like so. And just pull it to the back. And then the longer thread is what I'm going to use to go up and then back down. But that one, this is front to back to front. Now that this is done, I'm going to go all the way back down, just like I did with this side. So here is this part completed. Yes! So on these strips right here, as stated in the tutorial, you start here, go all the way around, and then right here. And it's like on the 6th hole where you stop doing both of them and then just do this part. And in this part, I actually disagreed with the sewing in the tutorial. You can be more efficient than it offers. When you start here, go here, and then I went up and then down and then here. The tutorial had you doing this and then this separately. That way it's just one less broken seam. But now it's time to do this part. So I have this that I will put right here. And in the handle, the first hole, this is the first hole here. Here and here is where it begins, here and here. So go boop, up. So I've finished going all the way to the top, and now I'm just going to go back a couple stitches, and this is how you finish off every one of these ends. And then trim both of these, leaving a couple millimeters of thread. I got a toothpick and then some super glue. Doesn't take a lot. And then just put that where the hole is on both of those threads. Let that dry and it's not going anywhere. Here are the finished pieces. This is the finished back. And this is the finished front. This is the bottom. This is the inside pocket. And these are the two sides. Next up, I'm going to grab one of the sides and the front, put the rest away. So I'll need this and one of these. There are multiple lengths of these. There's a shorter one. So these four at first glance look all the same, but there are actually two that are a little longer. Those are going to be for the back. These two are for the front. And then there's this cording. And what this is for is to create piping along the front and how you sew it. So essentially, you're going to flip this over and start stitching a few of these stitches together. Insert this piping by folding it over, stitching a couple more, and then insert the cord into the piping. I'm going to do one of these off camera by myself, and then I'll come back and show you how to do the second one once I figured it out. I wanted to show you this finished side before I move on to the next one. So some definite things to know is that these stitches need to be super duper duper tight, like really tight, in order for the stitches not to show in the front. And then admittedly, I botched it right here. This is supposed to be longer because when I trimmed this, I trimmed too much and then it popped out the front. And so I had to bring all of it up. But I think I'm still going to be able to hide this with the cording in the bottom. But now I'm going to my couch and I'll show you how I get this started. Look, I'm so close to being done. Now I'm going to put on the bottom. Almost done. Now it's time to turn it right side out. And fun fact, as I was completing it, my daughter Helena, who is now 11 years old, can you believe it? She wanted to learn how to do it. So I allowed her to sew this, and she absolutely nailed it and wanted to create her own in the future. So making something like this is even possible for an 11-year-old. It's a lot easier than I thought. Something that I could do enjoying a Netflix show with my needle and thread, get going. I actually completed this in a week of hyper focus, and I can't wait to go to their website to see what I'm going to make next. So if you enjoyed this video and haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe and then comment and like and all the things to help this video do well in the algorithm. And until next time, happy sewing.